The following technique is one that I've had the most success with in competition of late, and it is a sweep combination that leads directly into a footlock finish, okay, starting from the shin to shin guard. So first of all, just look at the shin to shin guard conceptually. So we're starting from the outside across here. I'm going to sit in and I'm going to scoot the leg here. So this is regular seated guard, sitting guard. It's got a lot of different names. The main thing is, as long as I remain here, there's nothing, A, to stop him driving his knee directly into my chest and putting me flat, which is no fun, and also there's always the risk that if he is able to backstep successfully, he can isolate my leg for toe holds, knee bars, and other things from there. So what I like to do from here, once I have this control over the leg, I like to transition to shin by bringing my left shin in front. Basically keeping my control here, I'm going to base a little bit, I'm going to move back, catch, just behind the knee here, circle, and slide back in again to keep my control from here. Okay, now from this position, if he is to try and drive forwards, I can usually off balance him by just pulling his knee into my chest and elevating him from there, which gives him something else to worry about from there. So the next step I want to get to from here is I want to take my hand here and I want to grab the inside of his knee here. I'm going to grab palm up and I'm going to put my knuckles here directly into that little bony part on the inside of the knee. So I'm going to grab here and pressure across here. This both opens space across here, and it's a very strong grip that's quite difficult to break. If I grab this way, it's relatively simple for Nick to just scoop it up, and then I'm going to end up in a mess from there. So I like to hold here, so if he does try to pull it up, I've got a lot of cloth that my hand just catches on naturally, and that will keep me safe from that point there. So next step from here, I'm going to push this away a little bit, and as I do this, take some of the weight off it. So I'm now going to fall towards my right shoulder, I'm going to pull my knee into my chest and elevate a little bit up from here. As I do, my hand comes down and his foot will land squarely on my hip across here. This hand here prevents him from just settling into the mount from here. Even if he was to drop down from that point there, I can still move away a little bit and bring my legs back in. Okay, I can't stay here forever, but this is just a slowed down section of the movement. So if I'm here now, as soon as I arrive in this position, both my knees come up to my chest and my foot comes up on here. This first transition, this gets me into footlock guard, anaconda guard, and it just gives me control over this leg to begin with. Okay. Once I have control over this here, my next step is I'm going to transition to a slight variation on this guard. So I start from here. My foot now is going to come around to here, replacing where my hand was previously, and my foot here circles to the inside of his leg across here. My knee is connected to his knee here, my foot controls his hip here, and I control his knee here. So I've got 3 points of contact as well as the foot control here. Okay, next step from here, I want to lift him up a little bit by both kicking upwards and bringing my knees towards my chest to make him step just a little bit to let me reach this foot across here. Now I have both ankles and hip control. It's very, very difficult for him to stop me sweeping him, so I'm going to take my foot that's here now, thread it through, put it on the hip here, and now I'm basically just going to kick him over. I'm going to pull and drive from here and here. I now arrive, a tiny bit, in this position across here where I have my foot still inside here, my knee is still underneath, and my other foot is on the hip across here. As I arrive, I'll probably have both feet still, which makes it very hard for him to turn or try and twist away, because I have control of both of these. Finally, just to get the finish from here, I take my foot here, I dig the blade of it into his hip here, which pushes him away and straightens his leg, and then my hands just dig through, I turn on my side, I drive away and I extend my back for the footlock finish from there.